The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is the fifth mainline entry in the blockbuster RPG saga The Elder Scrolls, developed and published by Bethesda. It released on November 11th, 2011 for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC, and it was pretty well received. This is my original copy from Christmas of that year. My friend Connor got it for me as a gift, which was very generous, and it took me until last year to get into this game. I probably put 60 hours into this just trying to get it to click in my brain, but it never did until something shifted in the chemistry up here last year. Now, I would be willing to bet that you own a copy of Skyrim. And if you think that you don't, check under the pillows on your couch. I bet there's one hiding in there. It's a pretty common observation online that Skyrim is one of the most re-released games of all time, and it's really not hard to see why. Between 2011 and 2013, Bethesda released 3 additional versions of Skyrim, those being the Collector's and Premium editions, both of which included a bunch of physical goodies, and the Legendary Edition, which had all 3 DLCs included on disc, those being Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. Then in 2016, Bethesda remastered the game for Xbox One, PS4, and PC, and released it as Skyrim Special Edition, which included higher frame rates, better graphics, HDR support, and more. They also released a version of the game for Switch, and a 10th Anniversary Edition, aptly called the Anniversary Edition. This edition of the game was essentially the Special Edition, alongside a collection of curated mods from the now-defunct Creation Club. What's super cool about this edition is that all of these mods were officially sanctioned by Bethesda. All of the developers who worked on these, the third-party groups and the mods, were licensed by Bethesda to make them, so they're as official as you can have a mod be. Now, I also have an additional version of Skyrim in the Elder Scrolls Anthology, which is a PC collection that includes every mainline entry and all of the DLCs on disc, which we love. But all of those are small potatoes, because there are a couple of really weird versions of Skyrim out there. Most notably, Skyrim VR, which originally released for the PlayStation VR, but later launched for the HTC Vive, the Oculus Rift, and a couple of other headsets. But the weirdest edition of Skyrim is called Skyrim Very Special Edition, which released for the Amazon Echo. No, this is not a joke. Although Bethesda originally kind of did it as one.
Alexa, play Skyrim.
You're level 57 and see a tall snowy mountain.
Climb it.
Seriously, it's real. You can actually play it. What a bizarre timeline we are in.